In our last exploration, we uncovered the core of the secret gospel of the Egyptians, the awakening of Seth's race through the power of the 5 seals. But that was just the foundation. This text is a vast architectural blueprint of the divine realm and a field manual for cosmic conflict. Today, we go deeper into its mysteries, into the sacred triads that structure all of reality, the forgotten feminine face of the divine, the shocking war in the heavens, and the ultimate hymn that charts the soul's journey home. This is Part 2, the hidden architecture of liberation. Part 1, the divine architecture, the power of 3, beyond the great invisible spirit. Reality is built on a pattern of 3. This isn't the later Christian Trinity, but something more familial and dynamic, a constant rhythm of father, mother, and child. The first triad is the most fundamental. The Father is the invisible spirit itself. Its eternal partner is silence, not an absence of sound, but the profound, creative quiet from which the first thought emerges. Their child is the thrice male, a being of pure, tripled masculine spiritual potency, the first emanation of power. This pattern repeats. The thrice male finds its consort in Uel, a motherly figure of glory and limitlessness. Together they emanate a Sephic, the child of the child, who represents eternal self-generated life. Why does this matter? Because this triadic rhythm is the DNA of the pleroma, the fullness. It shows that the ultimate source is not a lonely monarch, but a community, a family of emanating love and relationship. And this divine family structure is the original pattern that the flawed creation of Sakla imperfectly mimics. Part 2, the feminine divine, from silence to wisdom. This gospel offers a profound restoration of the feminine divine, utterly erased in the world of the Archons. It begins with silence, the consort of the invisible spirit. She is the womb of all potential. From her emerges Barbelo, perhaps the most important female figure in Gnostic thought. She is the first thought of the Father, his perfect self-reflection. She is called the womb of everything, the triple-powered, and the mother-father. In Barbelo, all the attributes of the divine realm, foreknowledge, incorruptibility, eternal life, truth, first take shape. She is the active, creative principle that brings the blueprint of the aeons into being. This sacred feminine is the direct antithesis to the Demiurge Sakla's distorted view. He creates a world where the feminine is associated with matter, passion, and corruption. But in the true divine realm, the feminine is the first emanation, the source of wisdom, and the active power of creation. To know Barbelo is to know the creative heart of God. Part 3, the cosmic rebellion, the war of the Archons. The text gets shockingly concrete about the conflict. The chief Archon, Sakla, the Fool, and his counterpart Nebruel are not just ignorant. They are actively hostile and jealous. When the light of the supreme realm begins to shine into their chaotic domain, they see it as a threat. A war breaks out. The Archons try to swallow and extinguish the divine light. They create counterfeit versions of the spiritual realities above, a parody of the pleroma. Most chillingly, they attempt to rape the divine feminine light, a brutal metaphor for trying to corrupt and possess spiritual power for their own tyrannical order. This isn't abstract theology. It's a mythic description of the soul's experience in the world. The war is the constant struggle where ignorance tries to swallow insight, where systemic corruption parodies true justice, and where base desires try to violate spiritual integrity. The gospel reveals this conflict so you can recognize it and, through the seal, choose your side. So, from the triadic love of the Father, Mother, Child, through the creative power of the feminine divine, past the violent jealousy of the Archontic war, we arrive at the hymn that guides us home. This gospel gives you everything, the blueprint of your origin, the name of your adversary, and the song for your return. It doesn't just give you a key, it gives you the map to the door, the courage to face the guards, and the anthem to sing as you walk through. If this deep dive into cosmic lineage and ritual power resonated, hit like, subscribe for more, and share this key to a forgotten gospel.